What your name mean to you? Your name don't mean to you.
Spider-Man does it again.
Let's go.
The NFL secondary just went into a full-blown blender. Between record-breaking contracts and total locker room meltdowns, landscapes have shifted. And if folks aren't paying attention to where these DBs landed, rosters are about to get cooked. Before hitting the heavy hitters, there are moves flying under the radar that carry massive weight. The Detroit Lions are building a legitimate no-fly zone, but it's becoming a crowded room with a massive wait-and-see vibe for point production. They just signed Roger McCreary and Christian Izien to one-year deals, and this is where the strategy gets interesting. McCreary is a former second-round pick and a proven tackle machine who's recorded over 250 career tackles, but he's coming off a weird 2025 season where he split time between the Titans and Rams and dealt with a hip injury. He's the better, more polished corner, but he's fighting for the starting slot job that Amick Robertson just vacated. Meanwhile, Izien is the Swiss Army knife sleeper, with Brian Branch recovering from a torn Achilles and Kirby Joseph still dealing with an uncertain knee situation. Izien is projected to see a massive snap share at safety early in the 2026 season. He already has a 75-tackle season under his belt and a knack for big plays against Detroit. If you're looking for a high-floor tackle guy, it's McCreary. But if you want the guy who will walk into 100% of the snaps while the Stars rehab, Izien is the move. Down in Tennessee, the Titans didn't just stop at one big name. They brought in Joshua Williams on a 2-year, $10 million deal, along with Cordell Flott. They're completely purging the old guard to fit Robert Saleh's vision, essentially rebuilding the entire room in a week. Finally, keep an eye on the New Orleans Saints. They've got a massive hole to fill after losing Alontae Taylor to those very same Titans. And with Demario Davis out the door too, the word is they're looking at the NFL draft to find cheap, high-impact replacements to kickstart a new era. Talk about a homecoming. Alontae Taylor grabbed a massive bag with $42 million guaranteed to head back to Tennessee as part of that $113 million secondary overhaul. This is a massive follow-the-money play in free agency. Robert Saleh is running that defense now, and he loves physical corners who can tackle. Taylor recorded 83 tackles and 2 interceptions last year, and in this aggressive scheme, those numbers are only going up. He's a high-motor guy who is now a high-paid cornerstone. From a production standpoint, he's a premier option because Saleh will use his blitzing ability. He already has 7 career sacks to create a massive ceiling. Kobe Bryant is an undisputed winner and a massive priority for anyone tracking high-volume production. While the Bears watched their veteran identity walk out the door, Bryant walked into a 3-year, $40 million deal with over $25.75 million guaranteed. He's coming off a massive season where he was an 1,100-plus snap Ironman for a Seahawks unit that established him as one of the most reliable safeties in the league. Being paid like a top-tier safety to anchor this unit under Dennis Allen means he's a locked-in asset. He's recorded 8 interceptions over the past 2 seasons, and with that guaranteed workload, his stock is officially through the roof. Nahshon Wright is the ultimate bet-on-yourself success story. After leading the NFL with 80 tackles and 5 interceptions in Chicago last year to earn a Pro Bowl nod, he signed a 1-year, $5.5 million deal with the Jets in free agency. He's walking into a secondary that already features elite talent like Minkah Fitzpatrick, which is a dream scenario. Teams are going to avoid the veteran stars, meaning Wright is going to be the most targeted man on the field. He allowed a passer rating of just 86.8 when targeted last year. If he keeps that ball hawk energy, he's a massive asset for anyone needing big play production. Oh yeah, before hitting on the losers, hit that subscribe button. Thanks. The loser category this year isn't necessarily about bad players, but about bad situations where the production is likely to crater. First up, C.J. Gardner-Johnson signing that 1-year, $6 million deal in Buffalo. He's a massive personality, but he's walking into a crowded room with Cole Bishop and Geno Stone. He played for the Bears and Texans last year and is looking to make a comeback, but his snap share is far from guaranteed. He's looking like a depth chart luxury rather than the high-volume enforcer he used to be. Next, look at Reed Blankenship in Houston. The Texans paid a premium, 3 years, $24.75 million, for a guy whose playmaking has always been a product of his surroundings. He's coming off a Super Bowl LX9 run with the Eagles, but the production profile is shaky. Moving into D'Amico Ryan's defense is a huge ask, and at that price point, the expectations might outpace the actual output. Finally, Kevin Byard headed to the New England Patriots on a one-year, $9 million deal. While he led the league with 7 interceptions last year, he is now 32 years old. He's reuniting with Mike Vrabel, which is a nice story, but he's joining a unit that just lost its identity. The tank is running low, and the efficiency drop-off is a major red flag. The Chicago Bears secondary as a unit is also in a rough spot. They won the division last year and then watched their entire identity walk out the door. They lost 4 starters in a single week. While they have Bryant, that is a massive drop-off. Unless they hit a home run in the NFL draft on a guy like Caleb Downs, Dillon Thieneman, or Lorenzo Styles Jr., this unit is a sieve. The 2026 cycle proves that names don't matter as much as scheme and snap share. As the NFL draft edges closer, the pressure is on teams like the Bears to find the next Caleb Downs to stay afloat. There will be eyes on the NFL news and NFL highlights to see which moves translate to the stat sheet, so lean into the guys with guaranteed money and high snap projections while prioritizing scheme fit with those NFL draft picks. Thanks for watching, and as always,
What your name mean to you? Your name don't mean to you.